How healthy is Jack Flaherty? That's the question that every Dodger fan is thinking about right now with the recently acquired pitcher from the Detroit Tigers. Hey, this is Mike Nelson of Dodgers Digest. And make sure to subscribe to the channel. 97% of you have not yet subscribed. I want to thank the 2% of you that have already subscribed. Make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any big Dodger news. Let's get right into it. Jack Flaherty is downplaying a back injury that he's reportedly having right now. There were reports yesterday that the Yankees reportedly backed out of a Jack Flaherty trade following a medical review. Of course, the Yankees were front runners to acquire Jack Flaherty in the last few days. Basically, insiders across the league were saying that basically Jack Flaherty was a Yankee. And basically, the Yankees decided to back out due to medical concerns. That was the recent report that we got from various insiders around the league. Basically, Jack Flaherty looks like he was very close to being a Yankee, but his health is what prevented that from happening. But yesterday, Jack Flaherty spoke to reporters before the Dodgers took on the Padres. And this is what he had to say.
You saw the report yesterday about the Yankees apparently had a trade for you that got nixed. Did you hear anything about that yesterday? And just generally, how has your back felt since you last got treatment on it a couple weeks ago?
Yeah, all I know is I feel great. I felt great since we got back from the break, and even right before that. I felt great, and I've just been ready to pitch and pretty anxious about just wanting to get out there again. I pitched a week ago, and getting scratched. I understand it as part of it, and I'm just looking forward to taking it out again.
So you didn't hear about the Yankees part of that yesterday?
I just know that I feel good. I'm ready to go.
What has worked so?
Jack Flaherty there talking about his injury, basically downplaying injury, saying he's feeling fine. That comes courtesy of DodgerBlue.com. So Jack Flaherty telling reporters before their matchup against San Diego that he's feeling fine, that he's feeling ready to go, feeling like his back is feeling good. Basically discrediting the report that he's actually injured, and that's why the Yankees decided not to trade for him. That's kind of the latest that we're getting from Jack Flaherty. So definitely good news to hear from Flaherty. And Jack Flaherty, as we've also gotten reports in the last few days, this guy was born to be a Dodger. This is his mom posting on Twitter when he got traded, circa 1997, Jack Flaherty with a Dodger hat and Dodger jersey there. Basically, grew up here in Burbank. He is a Dodger blue, a true blue. So he is perfect. Coming home, going to be playing for his hometown team. And he also spoke to reporters about that and what he thought about coming back to the Dodgers.
We've seen the photos of you as a young boy and all your Dodgers gear, so how special is this to now be a part of this organization?
It's one of those things that's slowly starting to settle in or sink in. It didn't really sink in until I got on the phone with my mom yesterday, and she brought up some things and just how cool it is and how special it is. Everybody, I think, deep down wants to play for their hometown team, and then getting the opportunity to is just special. And then just being a part of this organization, how good this team is, and how good they've been for years is just special.
How closely?
Jack Flaherty talking about coming home and playing in LA for his favorite team growing up, playing for the Dodgers. It's great to see the Dodgers pick up somebody that of course would enjoy being here in LA. I think that's a big thing for Dodger fans, seeing one of their own LA natives pitch for the team. It's obviously very difficult to get a chance to play for your own hometown team. So really awesome to see what's going to happen with Jack Flaherty. But let's get more into what happened basically that led to the Yankees deciding not to trade for Jack Flaherty. This is Brian Cashman, Yankees GM, speaking about Jack Flaherty. He said basically he thinks he's an exceptional starter, but he also mentioned that they had a hard time coming to an agreement on a trade with the Tigers. But he also mentioned that there's different reports going on there, so he didn't really confirm that injuries had to do with the decision not to trade for Jack Flaherty. But Tigers president Scott Harris did confirm to reporters that Jack is healthy. If we didn't trade him, he was going to start for us on Thursday. So that's Jack Harris, president of baseball operations for the Detroit Tigers, confirming that Jack Flaherty is healthy. So that's definitely a great sign for sure. Now, when is Jack Flaherty going to pitch for the Dodgers? Here's Dave Roberts talking about that.
He would leave it up to you to announce when he's making his Dodger debut. Are you comfortable to do that right now?
Yeah, he's going to start on Saturday.
Okay.
So we're excited. I know he's chomping at the bit. He hasn't pitched in a while, so it's just nice to get him here, get a side session in, meet the coaches, and kind of get his feet under him before he makes that first start for us.
Is that still in the Copenhagen?
So there's Dave Roberts speaking to reporters courtesy of DodgerBlue.com and Spectrum Sports in LA. Dave Roberts mentioned in that quick interview before the matchup against San Diego that Flaherty will be pitching on Saturday against the Oakland Athletics at the Oakland Coliseum. It's the last time the Dodgers and Athletics will play in Oakland. Of course, that's such an iconic matchup going back to the 1988 World Series. The last time the Dodgers won a World Series in a regular, scheduled season, a regular 162-game season. So that's the last time they're both going to play in Oakland site. Dodgers clinched the 1988 World Series in Oakland. Game 5 was in Oakland. So going to be special to see Jack Flaherty take the mound for the first time for the Dodgers this Saturday night. And yeah, just excited to see what he could do for the Dodgers. We know he's a solid pitcher. We've talked about his numbers in the previous videos, and this guy could definitely be a solid starting pitcher. You know, he's not Garrett Crochet, he's not Tarek Skubal, but he could be that solid guy, that number 2, number 3 starter that I think the Dodgers really need right now, as they, as we know, have really struggled to find solid starting pitching. He's going to be pitching against a very weak Oakland A's lineup. As we know, the Oakland A's are one of baseball's worst teams in 2024. So it's a good starting point for Jack Flaherty. And, you know, we're going to have to see how his back holds up. You know, back injuries are always very, delicate. You got to be very careful with your back. And it can flare up, and it could lead to Flaherty, missing extended time. Some of the Dodgers can't afford this late in the season. They can't afford Jack Flaherty to miss any time. So we'll see how he does this Saturday night against the Oakland A's. Dodgers are coming off a 2-game sweep off tonight. Will start their 3-game set tomorrow night in Oakland. Hopefully, can start off with a win, as the Dodgers really had a tough series in San Diego. Blowing the game 1, losing 6-5, and then yesterday disastrous 8-1 start with a really bad start from Clayton Kershaw on the mound. Remember to subscribe to Dodgers Digest for more Dodger news.